Today I'm going to show you the simplest way that I know of how to frame a stretched canvas for in-home use. Now this is not for gallery use because that takes a special kind of a hanging, and it's not for a flat panel canvas. This is only for your stretched canvas paintings. And so my name is Yovette, in case you haven't seen me before, and I'm glad you're here today. So I want to read you a letter before we get started. And this letter is from Julie. She says, "Hi Yovette, you mentioned in a previous video doing a framing for a stretched canvas, and I would love to learn how to do it myself." I don't blame her. "It is very expensive when I take a painting in to have it done, so please do a video. I love your channel and thank you for all you do to teach us. Hugs, Julie." Well, Julie, thank you very much for the letter, and I just love teaching you anything that I can share with you. So I'm glad you sent the letter. So with that, let's just go ahead and see how this is done. Now for this tutorial, we're just going to need a few simple tools. I have a screwdriver. I have, let's see, I probably will use 3 of these clips. These are they're just clips that you can buy at the craft store, and they're for picture framing. They work very easily, and I'll show you how you use these. So I want 3 of those, and I need a hanger. This is like a sawtooth hanger. You can see it's got this little sawtooth on it, and a little spot there, just like the last video I did has a little spot so you can line things up. And these are just great for in-home use. You don't want to use this for a gallery. You'd only use this for in-home. Galleries require a whole lot different framing method, and which I'll do another video if you'd like to see how I do a gallery wrap. Not a gallery wrap, but a gallery, what do I want to say, a gallery hanging. I'll show you how to do that. There's a little bit of trick to that one. So the first thing you want to do is pick out the painting that you want to frame. And what I would recommend is trying different types of frames to see which one you might like best. Now this is one that I had used before, and I really like these kind of frames. I think they do a really nice job for in-home use. Anyway, you can see what that looks like, and that's very complimentary. What you want to do when you're looking for a frame is look for colors that are going to match, and so these browns kind of match. I like that. So another frame I have here is this one, which this is probably the one I would use because I find this very, very complimentary to the painting. Now this is a black frame with gold trim. It's very simple, but look how the gold just brings out some of the gold in the painting, and the black definitely brings out the black. So for this particular painting, I would definitely use this black frame. But that's not the one I'm going to use for the framing today. So let's continue. So I'm going to go back to this other frame here. And again, what you're going to do is lay the frame face down. You're laying it upside down. And my painting, you are just going to put this in here. Ignore this. And the clips that I'm going to use, now this is really simple. These little clips, you want to take this really sharp corner. And what you're going to do is just put this in right beside your frame. And it will grab the frame itself. And what you're going to do is bring it over and clip it on. Now that one went pretty easy. Sometimes I have to use a screwdriver to pry it out. And let's see, this one, let's do one on the other side. Again, just going to put that in. Let's see if this one will go in as easy. And I want them about halfway down. And oh, that went in easy too. How unusual. I love that. Okay, and then one down here at the bottom. Now if I'm using one of these hangers, I only use 3 clips because the hanger goes on the top. And so unless this is a really large painting, if it's really large, then I would put 2 of these clips on either side here. And so that, or if it's tall, you'd do 2 lengthwise. So anyway, this, oh dear, okay, ruler. You need a ruler. And this canvas is 16 wide. So half of that would be 8. So you'd just mark halfways. Put a little mark there. And then this clip, what you would do is just turn it upside down. If you can see that. So you can see where your frame would go in. And you line up this hole with the mark that you made, and you can easily see it just by going back and forth. Right there it is. Okay, and that's all there is to that. Now sometimes these little clips they're very loose, and so what you do is just give it a squeeze, and then it'll fit nice and tight. There, and see how, isn't that easy? And these clips will hold your painting, and you're just ready to hang it on your wall. So that's how easy it is. Oh, I thought of one other thing I wanted to mention to you. Let me undo these here, because there is more than this kind of a doodad. See, now this is where a screwdriver comes in handy. Sometimes they don't come off easy, or they don't go in easy. So a screwdriver comes in really handy. But what I wanted to mention is, if you cannot find that kind of clip, you can go to the hardware store, or probably any craft store also would have these. But what you can do is you can find these kind of little things here. They're just, I don't know, they're little L-shaped or Z-shaped things. I don't know what they're called, but these are also for picture framing. And if you go to any picture framing area, they should have something like this. And if they don't have something like this, they'll probably have something similar. So with these, what you do is you just put it on top of your canvas. And then you get your nails. No, I don't have one handy here now. Don't have my hammer handy either. But anyway, so what you do is you just put this down, put your nail in, one nail here, one nail here, and then just hammer it in. And put one on the other side. And I don't know if you'd need it. You probably wouldn't need it, but if you wanted, you could put one on the bottom too. So this is another kind of a little bracket that you could use. And like I say, if you go into the picture framing area, I'm sure they'll have a lot of different kinds of things that you can use. So look around, see what you can find. This is an alternative, but I love the clips first and foremost. If you can find those are the greatest, because they don't take any kind of hardware or anything else. They're just so easy to use. Well, now let's just see what this looks like on the wall. I think it's rather pleasant, don't you? I really encourage you to learn how to do this on your own. You can get these supplies, like I said, at any craft store. And believe me, it'll save you money, and you'll get a lot of pleasure out of doing your own things. And I tell you, if you would like to learn more about painting, I post a new video on the 1st of every month. So I really invite you to like and subscribe. And if you're enjoying this video, would you hit share and just share this with a friend? I would really appreciate that. I love it when you share. Also, if you have any questions about anything, it could be framing, it could be painting, I don't know, just anything. If you have questions, why don't you jot them down and put them in the comments below. I try to be very good about answering comments. I love your comments. I read every single one of them. And so I just appreciate it if you do that, because I will make more tutorials on the things that you want to see. So with that said, I guess that's it. I'm going to leave you with a couple of video suggestions that you can watch in your own leisure time. Hopefully they're going to be interesting. And gosh, just remember to subscribe, and I love you all. Blessings. Thank you for watching today. I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.